Ambassador to Japan and Nashville businessman Bill Hagerty is asking for your vote for U.S. Senate.
Today, he stopped by our studios to talk more about why Hagerty is hoping to fill the seat currently held by Lamar Alexander. Senator Alexander announcing more than a year ago that he would not be running for re-election.
President Trump endorsing Hagerty on Twitter before he announced his candidacy. Hagerty we're talking about. We're also learning the president's son, Donald Trump Jr., is coming to Tennessee for a Hagerty fundraiser later this month.
New here at 4, reporter Blake Stevens talking to Hagerty about the issues. Blake.
Hagerty says if he is elected to the Senate, he'll stand with the president and stand up against the Democratic Party and what he calls their, quote, radical socialist proposals. But we also talked about his proposals, which he says will yield bigger paychecks, help rural hospitals, and keep the country safe. The nation's former ambassador to Japan now hoping to become Tennessee's next senator.
And then I'm running to help President Trump continue the winning streak that he's put our nation on and he's put Tennessee on.
Bill Hagerty, who has a business background, says he'll work to find training programs that prepare Tennesseans for the jobs of tomorrow. He says he'd also work to bring those jobs of tomorrow to the volunteer state.
A good job solves a lot of social problems. And what I hope to see is continued growth in jobs. We've seen it, but we can do more. A continued growth in wages. We're seeing blue-collar wages outstrip the growth in white-collar wages. That's a good thing.
Hagerty says there's a lot more to do with rural health care. If he's elected, he pledges to fight Medicare for all and work with industry leaders to solve financial problems.
There are a number of issues that we've been discussing, whether it's using new technologies like telemedicine, new business models like a hub-and-spoke system that utilize maybe smaller units in a rural area, but take advantage of, centers of excellence that are located maybe a little further away, but making sure that that type of system collaboration is occurring so that we can deliver the best of the health care that we have here.
On foreign policy, Hagerty applauding the president's recent drone strike.
President Trump's move to take out Soleimani is a major foreign policy victory for the United States. And I think the president said it's best when he made his address to the nation. As long as he's president of the United States, Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. And if Tennessee sends me to the United States Senate, I'm going to stand with the president to make sure that's so, to make sure that Iran does not have nuclear capabilities. That'll be my goal.
The former ambassador says he is not continuing anyone's legacy, but if he does win Lamar Alexander's Senate seat, he says he'll pick up some of Alexander's priorities like ORNL, operations at Y-12, and the Smoky Mountains National Park. At 6, I'll share his take on the upcoming Senate impeachment trial. Guys?
All right, Blake, thank you very much. By the way, just a reminder for you, August 6th is primary day.
Hagerty's main GOP primary opponent is Nashville trauma surgeon Manny Sethi, both candidates branding themselves as conservative outsiders. We also told you about Josh Gapp, a local pathologist also competing to be the Republicans' choice.
And one of the big names on the Democratic ticket is Nashville attorney and former Army helicopter pilot James Mackler. Republicans have held both of Tennessee's U.S. Senate seats since 1994.